What could you do to protect your pets if you're sick or injured? My product, Save My Pet ID tag, helps you ensure that your beloved pets are safe and well cared for, even when life isn't what you expect.
You know, our pets deserve to have healthy skin and paws. They deserve to smell great and to feel great. Our special guest today is here to unleash some natural pet options to bring out the healthy best in your pets. Please welcome to our show the Director of Operations for Gou Gou Pets. We're talking Mary Hayes. Welcome to our show, Mary.
Hi, Arden. Thank you so much for your time today. I do greatly appreciate it.
All right, no problem. And I want everybody to know I said Gou Gou Pets. I'm not going to be dancing. The dogs aren't running. It is spelled G-O-U, G-O-U Pets. And there's a reason for that, too. So translation, please, Mary.
Gou Gou Pets in Chinese means doggy doggy.
Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it. So this is a relatively new company, but not. Can you give us the backstory? And I want you to let everybody know about the founder, Dr. Mary Zhang.
Wonderful. So Dr. Mary Zhang is our founder and CEO of our Gou Gou Pets, and she is a practicing Chinese medicine doctor for humans.
Nice. Okay.
But she has taken her knowledge and experience of over 25 years so that she can create a line of pet products that's topical for both wound care, trauma care, sports performance, and to provide an herbal aspect into those healthy, natural ingredients, because she knows what those herbs are going to be able to help with not just humans, but also our pets. And knowing that there's not a lot on the market in this type of industry as well.
So it's kind of like East meets West for pets.
Yep. Our motto is when East meets West, it's best for the pets.
Oh, even better. I should get a t-shirt that says that, right? But, you know, sometimes people say, oh, I don't know. I don't understand Chinese medicine. Help us out, Mary. Chinese medicine has been around centuries.
So it's been over 5,000 years.
Is that right? Okay.
Chinese herbs, just for a more natural aspect. And if you think about how America was brought together, our medicine was really food therapy and plants.
That's right.
And then pharmaceuticals came in and we put that all kind of aside and we got drugs. But more and more people are looking for more of a natural, going back to that time of what can I do naturally that can heal my body or help my body or improve.
So we're kind of channeling our inner pilgrim.
Correct. Kind of are. And we're providing that to our pets as well. And so and we took our time and working on knowing these herbs that we're putting in are what they're helping for, the different products that we have. And then we also worked with multiple consulting firms to help us, veterinarian consultants, to help us make sure that we're in the correct parameters of dosages for the animals. So we're not overdosing, but we're not underdosing. It's going to be right in that middle range.
That's an art and a science, isn't it?
Very much so, because cats are going to be more sensitive.
Yes.
So they have a lower dosage, whereas
their physiology is a little different than dogs, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then dogs are going to be able to have a little bit more dosage. And then, of course, horses are larger, so you're going to have a larger dosage available. So we kind of try to go right in the middle, that it'll help with all three types of species. And it's not going to be just those species that we could see, both dogs, cats, and horses. You could use it on sheep and llamas and alpacas and, elephants, Yeah, definitely.
You're not kidding me, are you? You can help
No.
those? Okay,
you can help those. And it's really nice because a lot of our products, and I'll say this, it's kind of funny though, but we have a lot of humans that use our products on themselves.
Good. Well, I want to dive into that in a minute, but I think our pet pals deserve to know a little bit about you, Mary. I mean, when you were growing up as a child, where did you grow up? And did you sit on the swing set saying, one day I'm going to be a director of operations for a company called Gou Gou Pets? Or what was your secret wish?
Never crossed my mind. I actually wanted to be a veterinarian when I was growing
did you?
up.
Okay.
I was, I rode horses, English. It was and locally here in Kansas City. And so I pretty much was raised in my early youth, horses, competition and things of that nature. So I kind of wanted to go in the realm of veterinary medicine. So I went to K-State, and they have a great veterinarian program.
Oh, yeah. Kansas State does. Yeah.
And so I went to K-State for several years and I went through animal science, agriculture, economics, and just realized maybe that's not the best direction for me.
But you know what? That's okay. And that's a life lesson. I mean, you think you want to do something, you get a chance to kind of get a exposure to it. So what made you shift? What happened?
What made me shift was the fact that it's very competitive to get into the school.
Okay.
And when it comes to like grades, and I'll say I am not a straight A student.
Me neither.
I'm more of
another reason I like you, Mary.
I'm more of a BC type of a student, and I knew that this probably wasn't the best direction for me because I just couldn't be top of my class. So I stayed with the animal science. And there were some life things that happened within our family that I had to kind of adjust my directive. And
so your degree's in animal science?
No,
oh.
It's in information technology.
Oh, good. I was really getting scared. I thought you might say basket weaving, but no, information technology. That's pretty brainy.
Very much so.
Oh my God.
So I went back to school for information technology, knowing the blow up of all of the computers and internet and things of that nature. So that's where I actually got my degree in here locally. So
and then I understand that your hubby introduced you to dogs, and now you've never had your home without a dog or two, right?
That's correct. Our home always has a dog, and our latest is that we've had for several years now. Her name is Lulu, and she is a bull mastiff, and she is a handful and a love bug, and she has a lot of traits of the bulldog. And
what for those few people that don't know about a bulldog, tell us.
They are stubborn, very, very, very stubborn. She doesn't like being picked up. Like she looks like.
How can you pick up a bull mastiff, Mary? Are you like weightlifting when you're not on a radio show?
Right? Yeah. So trying to lift her up, like when we first got her from our breeder, she didn't know anything of like a car. It was just in a kennel. And so trying to get her up into my SUV was interesting.
I would have loved to see a video of that. That would have made a TikTok. That would have been a popular.
Because she got low to the ground. Like she was doing the ground crawl away from everybody. It was hilarious. But we finally got her.
How much does she weigh?
About 100 pounds.
Ooh, that's good. And it's dense pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She is very dense. She's a good girl though.
I'm seeing a theme here. We're talking with Mary Hayes of Gou Gou Pets. Her name is Lulu. Your company is Gou Gou. Am I supposed to call you Mary Mary?
Wouldn't surprise me none.
Pattern.
I get it. Yeah. My nickname for my mom hated this nickname that my brother and my sister used to call me. Mare Mare.
Mare Mare. See, did I catch something? There's a trend going.
Yeah.
So you are all about win-win for our pets.
Yes.
And I like
Definitely.
that. So on our show today, we have Mary Hayes. She's the director of operations for Gou Gou Pets. Please, guys, how do you find the site? Because I'm saying Gou, but you need the Chinese spelling. So tell people how to find you.
Correct. So you can find us on our website, which is gougoupets.com. And that's GOUGOUPETS.com. And you can find us on Amazon. You can find us on Walmart.com. And Chewy now carries our products as well.
Oh, you hit the big leagues now.
Yeah. And then we do actually have multiple veterinarians' offices that are actually carrying our product nationwide as well.
Oh, that's nice. I also noticed that you like to give discounts if people check out your newsletter or, refer a friend. So you seem to be wanting to get the word out pretty well.
Most definitely, because, we are a newer brand. Not many people know us. And so, we really want to be able to provide a great quality product so that we can get it in people's hands. That's the biggest thing, is getting it into people's hands and everybody.
And getting it on pets' paws.
Most definitely.
I'm having a good time with Mary Hayes, Director of Operations for Gou Gou Pets. this is a whole lineup of products that can help our pets. And I want to dive into skin. I'm a master pet first aid instructor. And the deal is this. People may not realize it. I know you do. But the skin for a person, for a dog, for a cat, and a horse is the largest organ. So, Mary, how important is it to keep that skin at its healthy best?
It's very important. And there are many things, especially in the dog world.
Yeah.
Dermatitis is
big one.
the biggest. Like the skin conditions are terrible in our animals, especially with dogs.
And they're scratching and itching and they got red rashes. I would just feel miserable.
And they can't really communicate verbally to us of how miserable they do feel.
Okay.
But we really looked at what can be done that can be very helpful for them. So when we looked at providing our formulas with our product line, we looked at what's soothing, that's natural, that's going to help with conditioning the coat, as well as removing any types of like dandruff or scaly skin or dirtiness out of the skin. And it doesn't matter if it's a short hair or no haired, a hypoallergenic dog, or even your longer coats, like your Newfoundlands. You've got the water dog with the big curly
the
curls.
Portuguese water dog. And they just shake everything off. This is radio, so I can do that sound. There you go.
And so we really looked at it. And then we also worked with a fragrance company to look for a natural fragrance that will amplify it. Because when you think of herbs, people think they look horrible. They taste horrible, but you're not going to be eating it. But it's also the smell. They think they smell very earthy. So we really worked with a fragrance company that can help us elevate the scent profile to overcome the smell of the herbal component to it. And then we worked with our herbal extractor to help make sure that we get the effectiveness of the herb without all of the dark colors for it. So we really worked hand in hand with a lot of our manufacturers, our contractors, to get the best product out there for it. And so we've got
wait a minute, let me stop you for this because I'm laughing. There's an irony factor going on right now. You said you wanted to become a veterinarian, but you're like a B or C student and it was very competitive. Now I'm learning about all the work that you and Dr. Mary have done to launch Gou Gou Pets. You're putting some of the demands of a veterinarian to shame almost. This is like an intricate 2 million piece puzzle that you guys are doing. I mean, pause and applause to you, but what a challenge, don't you think? Or how do you feel about all this?
Yeah, so it is a challenge and it's a good balancing act with regards to trying to find the best formula that's natural based, that is still cost effective, because there are so many like organic products out there on the market, but it's like sky high in price. And we're trying to think of the middle consumer that have a little bit of extra money. They want to be able to spoil their pet, but yet but it's still reasonably priced. It's a value for what you're getting in all of our products because it's just packed pump full of natural herbal ingredients.
Well, I was looking at some of them and I love the names. There is one shampoo that is cherry blossom and green tea, and that's for skin and coat. And then there's another one, I've never heard one called this before. Inner Fuel Champagne, I'm getting silly. Inner Fuel Shampoo for energy and wellness. Talk about the two different ones right there.
So cherry blossom and green tea is great for your skin and coat. The cherry blossom has the effectiveness. The green tea helps with detoxifying the system with the polyphenols that are in it. The Inner Fuel has goji berry and jujube.
Wait a minute, goji berry and what?
Jujube. Okay. It's like a Chinese date. So the properties of those are actually going to help with feeling more antioxidant and also increasing the immune system. And then it helps with boosting the energy, helping with that fatigue.
And there's a lot of products out there, but that's a pretty unique one, wouldn't you say, in the pet stratosphere?
Very much so. Very much so. Because not a lot of people think of how certain flowers or herbs or plants, fruit, actually create food therapy in Chinese medicine, and taking that aspect and putting it into a bottle of great goodness.
Well, the other part and you have a lineup of products, has to do with the condition of the paw and the paw pads. And dogs and cats out there and horses, that's their shoes. They don't get to go to Skechers and get a whole lineup of shoes. They're stuck with their paws. And I do know that there are sometimes things that happen to the paw pads that could either be related to a reaction to medicine, to stress, like some people get nervous and they nibble on their fingernails. Some dogs and cats will nibble on lick on their paws to the point of it being red, but they could also step on something and cause a cut. So talk a little bit about paw health. And
Sure.
I know you
So
have
we
some
have-
sort of ointment, I think.
Yeah, so we have a 3-in-1 paw ointment, and we created this product in the sense of the herbs that have a dual function to it.
Good.
It's not just conditioning based off of all the other ingredients, but the herbs that we use specifically for it, it's going to actually help with heat burns. So think of it in the sense that if you live in the hot desert, the sand, the hot asphalt during the middle
All
of
you
summer.
Arizona fans, listen in.
And so that's going to help with those, to help with conditioning and I can't say the word healing, but it's going to help with preventativeness of
So how do you apply it?
So you're just going to apply it to the paw a couple times a day. So prior to going out and then after you come in, you can apply it to the paw. It does have shea butter in it, so it will help with absorption into the paw. And the other herb that we have in there, and another herb that we also have in there, not just for heat, but also cold. So frozen or frostbite.
Okay.
So it's going to help with the frostbite of the herbs. So it's going to help with the paws that are going to be cold or frozen, as well as for your southerners that are going to be more hot, swampy areas for like your sand and your asphalt. So it's got the dual function and also conditioning. So the other product that I absolutely love that can be used on the paw or on the skin anywhere is our first aid ointment. It's one of our top-notch products. I use that personally for myself, but also for my dog as well. For any cuts, wounds, abrasions, rashes, slide that on and it just works very quickly to help with heat.
Well, I appreciate that because in our first aid class, I'm the founder of Pet First Aid for You. We talk about do's and don'ts for wound care. And the biggest no-no for anyone for a wound or a bleed, never put hydrogen peroxide on a wound because the bubbling action is a signal that you're killing healthy tissues around and the body's screaming. And so I work with a lot of ER vets and they're like, please, please, please don't do that. So I think you concur, right? No hydrogen peroxide, but a first aid ointment, it might be a nice thing to have handy.
Most definitely. I love it for myself. If I get like a really bad paper cut on my finger, put it on there. It helps with the pain. It will help with removing blood stasis. So getting the blood to move away from the wound and helps with then getting those two rough edges back together so it could heal properly. Even old wounds too. So unhealed wounds, it will help with unhealed wounds as well.
Nice. Will it make me taller?
Unfortunately not.
Okay. We've got about a minute left. So where are you heading? What's the next 5 years for Gou Gou Pets?
We're working on globally. We're actually working on getting into Canada market as well as Costa Rica and the South American markets.
Nice.
We have been working with a consulting firm to get over into Europe. We do have a couple of different Poland and Denmark that we're very interested in our product line as well. So we know that there's regulations that are going to be effective. So we're working hand in hand trying to get that taken care of.
And again, how do people find out more?
You can find us on we have a social media on Facebook as well as Instagram and our website, gougoupets.com. GOUGOUPETS.com.
And I have so enjoyed speaking with you, Mary. I hope you had fun, but I appreciate your mission. There's veterinarians in the world, and then there is Mary Hayes, and you have found your path to help pets. What do you think about that?
Thank you so much for the compliment. I do appreciate it. I have enjoyed my time with you and being able to talk to everybody in the nation in regards to how natural health can help.
Thanks so much for making our tails wag by watching this guest interview from Arden Moore's Four-Legged Life. Make sure to subscribe so you're up to date with all of our Four-Legged Life content.